Yes, it was a fantastic year for the Lions women, and joining me now to chat more about it is the Lions women's CEO, Breeanna Brock. Bree, you just saw, obviously, Sam Virgo up here having a chat. Your heart must have broken this week when you got the news.
Oh, I was there when she did it, sort of only about 20 metres away from her, and probably knew straight away, but was hopeful that it was anything but that. And look, it's really, we'll miss her, certainly, but she's not gone. She'll be part of the team, and she'll be part of our administrative team, and we'll try and keep her as involved with what we're doing as much as we can. And, she's sort of the beating heart of our team, so we need to keep her close.
Have her teammates been getting around her this week? Has there been a lot of support sent in her direction?
Yeah, look, the support that she's been receiving through social media and phone calls and people trying to get in touch with her has been really massive and really important for her. I'm not sure it's really sunk in yet for her, but certainly she's feeling very loved.
Now, just looking ahead to the 2018 AFLW season, obviously we'll see a bunch of fresh faces in the Lions jersey. We've already seen a few come to the club in the trade period. Can you give us a bit of info about them?
Sure. Through the trade period, obviously, Taylor Harris went to Carlton, and we got 2 recruits from Carlton. One in Nat Exxon, who unfortunately broke her ankle in about round 5 of the AFLW season. So she's recovering well, she's back running, and she'll be moving here in around October. And Bella Eyre is our other recruit, so she's, I suppose, not a like-for-like replacement for Taylor, but she'll certainly play in the forward line, and she's a very tall, strong girl. And also just doing a little bit of rehab on a bit of a sore knee that she's got, and we'll look to get her running over the next few weeks. And both lovely girls, and we're really excited to have them. And
also the women's draft is coming up in October as well. Obviously the club is now finalising putting their list together for the 2018 AFLW season. Have you got your eye on the prospects you want? Is that all sorted out by now, or is there still some work being done?
There's definitely a lot of work still to be done, some decisions to be made. We just had our talent search on Wednesday night, which we thought might put some questions to bed that we might have had about a few players, but I think it's probably thrown up more questions, making it very difficult for us to decide. I suppose with Sam being injured now, we have an 11th spot that is open. So we're looking at 10 players originally, and now 11. 3 of those players will be rookie listed players, so they won't be on our primary list, which means they might be more of a development type style player. But should we get any injuries, we can elevate them up onto our list, so they've got to be able to play straight away as well if they get that opportunity. So it is difficult. We're very lucky to have a lot of really fantastic under-18s coming through our state program and our youth girls program. So we've got half an eye on them and half an eye on the girls in the Quaffle playing in the State League, and then you never know who else will nominate for the draft. So, some tough decisions.
And looking at the list the club's got, are you pretty optimistic that they'll be up around the top of the ladder again next season?
Look, no one likes to be cocky, I suppose, but we're fairly confident that we'll come very close again. The list that we put together last year was very resilient. We were able to pick our best team every week. I think we lost 2 players for 2 games. So overall, the health of our players was fantastic, and they stood up to the fire of AFLW. So we'll look for the similar type of players, girls who are really resilient emotionally, physically, and can play. So I think coming into 2018 season will be bigger and better.
So what's the timeline from now before the 2018 AFLW season? When does the team get together again for the first time? What's sort of the steps between here and then?
Yeah, it's a funny one because it's our off-season's longer than our actual season. So we'll begin pre-season training November 13th. We'll probably have the group before that around draft day, try to get them all together, to meet each other, come to the club, but probably just have a bit of a welcome function. But it's probably about the first time we'll get the full group back together.
Have you had much contact with a few of the women who don't play locally over the off-season?
We have. So Caitlin Ashmore was our only interstate player who went back home. All our other girls have, I think, traded in their interstate status and become really true Queenslanders now. We're in touch with Caitlin all the time. She's having a really good season in the VWFL and enjoying her time back home. But we can't wait to get her back and get her back in a Lions jersey.
Now, many people might not be aware of just how massive the growth in women's football has been since the launch of the AFLW, and even for a few years before that as well. Just, can you give us, I guess, some numbers that people might not know? How big is women's football at the moment in Queensland?
Yeah, sure. I suppose in 2013, in my previous role with AFL Queensland, we're looking at numbers of about 40,000 women and girls playing some form of football, whether that be school football, Auskick, club, whatever it was. We're looking at 100,000 plus this year. So, within a very, very short period of time, it's a massive growth. The overall participation number in Queensland is about 225,000, so 100,000 of those are women. So we're catching up on that kind of 50-50 split, and I suppose having a real reflection of society. And I don't think we're finished yet. I think we've only just tipped the iceberg. There's probably about another new 60 club teams around the state this year. Yeah, and year on year, we normally get between 30 and 40 new teams, so it's another 60 is fantastic. And there's just huge opportunity for growth up here.
And look, lastly, Bree, I mean, casting your mind forward maybe 10, 15 years, what's your vision for women's football in Queensland? How far do you think this can grow?
Look, I think 5-10 years it'll be a full 18-team competition. Our challenge is to continue to develop the talent coming through, but also to continue to develop the talent that's there. So there's at our talent search day was a great example of how many good Queenslanders there are. They just need a little bit more development. So really, really important that we continue to have academy programs and those sorts of things.
All right, we will just have to leave it there. Thanks so much, Bree. Over to the raffle.